as the ancient Chinese saying goes, jade must be cut and chiseled to make it a useful vessel. Gold must be tempered to make it valuable. So in order to reach perfection in our cultivation, we will be going through phases to become refined. Okay. The dean of the heavenly examination said that the one who truly cultivates himself shall encounter tests to prove he is a firm cultivator. Ever since the ancient times, all saints and Buddhas had gone through hardships and tests when they were cultivators. So the two major obstacles to cultivating Tao is, one, external factors, that's the environmental factors, and two is the internal factors. Let's start with the external factors. Okay, these are just examples of some of the obstacles that we might have to face. It doesn't include all of them, okay? Family members such as our spouse or parents may object to our practice of the Tao. So when we first receive the Tao, family members may object if we come to class every Sunday, or they may object that we're devoting too much time to the Tao because, number one, they don't understand, okay? So our holy teacher always tells us, family comes first. Make sure family is in harmony before we come into the temple. Once we cultivate well and we get rid of our temper and bad habits, our family will see that we have changed for the good, and they eventually will not object to us practicing in the Tao. And one day may even agree to receive the Tao and come with us. So we must have patience and tolerance with them. The second one is our career is not stable enough. So a lot of people think, oh, I want to devote all my time to my career. Let me make loads of money before I come to the temple. And some may say, oh, let me retire first before I come to the temple. No matter how much money we earned, it's never enough. Human hearts are kind of greedy, am I right? So the more we have, the more we want, and then it is endless. We keep chasing after that money and then letting go of our cultivation. So we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't put off our cultivation until we have made accomplishments. Life is unexpected. We never know how long we can live. We never know what will happen tomorrow. Okay? If we can put time and effort into the Tao cultivation, heaven will give us a helping hand in our career. Look at all the children of the parents who are cultivating. They all have very successful careers. Okay, so if we give 30%, heaven will reward us with 70%. So isn't that wonderful? And so don't wait until our career is established. Okay, do it today. Then we have family members. What? What?
Is that right?
I'm on the third one. Family members object to us becoming a vegetarian, which can cause stress, lose domestic harmony, and cause inconvenience with friends. So when family members, when we first become vegetarian, family members will object. Okay, they will say, "Oh, that's not enough. You're not getting the proper nutrition." So we have to learn to tolerate. Do not argue with them. Do not conflict with them. Just tolerate. In time, they will understand, oh, by them objecting, it's not going to help much. So eventually, they will give up. Okay. So at the same time, we do not let them talk us into eating meat again. Okay. We have to be firm and strong with what we want to gain. So we want to become a vegetarian. We cannot let anybody talk us out of it. Okay. So once that So
Well, the facts.
yeah.
You can
Okay.
I mean, because, well, so it's important to also learn, well, obviously why you want to be vegetarian, and there are many good reasons, and then so you can use those and try to talk to, family members, say, oh, it's better for your health, it's better, spiritually, whatever, and all sorts of good reasons why, it's good for the planet, right, environment, all these things. So it's not just, it is again part of the transforming others, right? We transform ourselves, and then we help others, try to enlighten them to a better, the being vegetarian is actually better, right?
Okay. So we also should not focus on how inconvenient being a vegetarian is, right? Instead, focus on the positive. So if we can focus on the positive, when we go out with friends, we can take them to vegetarian restaurants with us and let them be exposed to how great this vegetarian food is. Okay, so in reality, it's not inconvenient, and you're also lessening their bad karmas by introducing vegetarian food. And if you bring your family to these vegetarian restaurants, when we have times of celebration, they too will be able to accommodate us and come with us to vegetarian restaurants. Okay. Number 3 is poor health. Okay. A lot of people think, oh, I can't go to the temple. I am not well. I'm sick. So a lot of people, at the same time, they like to negotiate with the Buddhas. They will come to the temple, they will kowtow and pray, if you can give me my health back, okay, I promise you I will come to the temple. And then in time, they do get their health back, but they cannot live up to their words. In the temple, I have seen a few cases. And eventually, when they don't come to the temple, their health would deteriorate again, and eventually they did leave this world. Okay, so we do not negotiate with the Buddhas. Okay, so I am one example. I am in poor health. Okay, most of you know I have leukemia. It is 16 years already, and the reason why I am still sitting here talking to you, it is because I'm here every Sunday. Okay. So if we are not in good health, the most important thing is to come to the temple, to do what we can, to learn and to practice what we learn in our daily life. And at the same time, to do whatever we can to earn merits. And with the merits that we earn, the Buddha can use our merits to offset with our karma debtors. So this is how we have to do it. Do not let our health stand in the way. We have several people in our temple that have health problems. I have spoken to all of them individually as to how to deal with it. But up to today, I only see one person that is doing it. Okay. What they tell me is they feel sorry for themselves. They will curl up in bed and cry every day and ask, why me, why me? Okay. When we do that, we will get into a deep depression, and it will make our health even worse. Always have a positive attitude. I don't even think about my illness. I live my day happily every single day. I don't even think about it. I may not feel well sometimes, but I still put a smiling face on. Right now, I'm not feeling well, but I'm still trying to conduct this class. Okay, so never let our poor health stand in the way. Number 4, being criticized or corrected by Dao members, witnessing the shortcomings in seniors, friction or conflict with others in the temple. This is a test that each and every one of us will go through. When we get criticized or corrected by Dao members, we should first self-reflect on ourselves and see where we had done wrong, what we had done wrong, and try not to repeat that same mistake. Okay. Everybody has their own character. We have to understand everybody is different. And when we witness the shortcomings in seniors or conflicts with other people in the temple, we have to use our wisdom with a calm mind. We walk away and learn to let go. We stay close to virtuous people. Okay? We have to understand, even though they are seniors, okay, they are still humans. They are not Buddhists. So a lot of people say they don't practice what they preach, but reality is we are still humans, and we still use our human heart to deal with every circumstance. So we have to excuse them if they lose their temper at us. Okay? So of course we don't get into a conflict and argue with them. We just keep a calm mind and walk away. Okay? And excuse them. And make sure we don't do that to other people.
To our family, job, working environment, society, right?
Yes. Okay.
Wherever we go.
Even in our family. Okay. Don't get into an argument. Just keep a calm mind, put a smile on our face, and walk away. Let everybody calm down first. Okay. Number 5, being criticized or recruited by other religions. This is a test of our faith. If we have a strong faith, we will not be easily influenced by other people or other religions. There are many people who do not understand what the Tao is. They will say things that might be harmful and criticize the Tao. So we have to learn to be firm and strong. We don't argue with them. We will use the principles to explain to them what the Tao is. If they still cannot accept it, then we just let them calm down and we don't give up on them. And when opportunity comes, we can still talk to them about it. Okay. As we know, there are many different types of religions. And one day, or we already, if not already, they will try to recruit us. Because there are a lot of people coming to the door. What is Jehovah's Witness? They ring my doorbell almost every month, okay, or leave brochures, okay. Of course, we still be kind to them, okay. Just explain to them that I have my own religion. They will understand, but we have to be firm so they don't recruit us. It happened to me many years ago. My introducer, who brought me into this Tao, is no longer in the temple for a long time. She is one that likes to search, even though she found the source. She likes to search what's out there. One day she'll tell me she's in this Buddhist temple. Another day she would tell me she's in the church, or different types of church. And she tried to recruit me. But I'm very firm. I said, I'm sorry. You brought me into this Tao. You should come back into this Tao. I believe in the Tao, and I'm very happy in the Tao. So I try to bring her back, but she won't listen. Now, I don't think she goes into any church or temple. I haven't heard from her for quite a while. But we have to be firm with this Tao. Don't let anybody talk us into different religions. Okay? Number 6, a family life or a great career may stop us from cultivating Tao. It may cause us to have no motivation to cultivate, or we may feel that everything in life is perfect. Why do I need to cultivate? So, a lot of people have a happy life and they don't want to receive the Tao. But they don't understand that this is only temporary. Their life today is from their past cultivation in their past life. And that is why they are very fortunate to have a happy life and a successful life. But it's only temporary, it's short term. Okay? So we don't even know, or they don't even know, what their next life will be. That also depends on what they are doing in this life. So what we should all do is explain to them, okay, that this Tao is an everlasting truth, and they should seek it and cultivate so that they can transcend. If they cannot accept it, okay, we don't give up. We will still keep trying, but it is more difficult to recruit people that are very happy and successful because they feel, I don't need it. Why do I still need that? But they, no matter how rich or successful they are, they still need to receive and cultivate because that's the only way to become enlightened and transcend. Too busy and...
This is very important point here. I think a lot of people say, I got good heart, we do so many good things. What do we need to receive that? Why? Anybody want to share? Cultivation. Why? I already do good things. Every day I'm helping the people, helping the society. Why do we need to receive that? I already have religion. Why?
Because we don't know what the next life will be. Today we are human beings. We don't know if the next life we will become animals or even insects. Okay? And then we are caught in this six paths of reincarnation over and over. In order to transcend and reach enlightenment, we must receive the Tao and have that main door opened by heaven spiritually.
According to Buddhas, we cannot avoid the reincarnation. We can keep reincarnating until we open the gate, cultivate, propagate the Tao, accumulate enough merit. Hopefully one day we still can come back one day if we want to. Okay, to become Santa Buddha, we could come back again. But at that time we could choose where we want to go. We can cultivate and choose where we want to go. So, but if we don't cultivate, we don't receive down. You know what happened? For sure we're going to reincarnate again.
See, the sacrifice we give in this lifetime is very short, right? What? A few decades? But if we can transcend from this world, it is long term. That's where everlasting happiness is. Not here. This is short term. Okay?
When it mentions about other religions, does that insinuate that this is a religion? Because and when we see the Tao, we're told that it is not a religion, that it's a source, of, like it's the foundation. And so I was just a little confused about that.
Right. Tao is not a religion. I mean, technically you can say the practice is, you can say is religion. I mean, it's just like other practice, it's a practice. But the Tao itself, when we receive the Tao, the three treasures, or the first treasure really, the most important is not religion. It's not, because everything else, I mean, so that is really the most important thing. But we still need to practice, right? So that looks, to other people, looks like religion, right? From the outside, it looks like religion from the outside. But if you're missing that, the three treasures, you're missing the Tao. I mean, it's just religious practice. You can be practicing anywhere; it's the same. But so that's the most important thing, right? To receive the three treasures, but we still need to practice. We still need to. We can't just sit there and not do anything or meditate. That's not really the way to practice, right? So, but yeah, I mean, we shouldn't say it's religion, but then people don't understand anything else. You can say, well, this is the Tao. Yeah, I mean, I have the Tao. Well, you could say that, I mean, I guess. And, they don't know what you're talking about necessarily. But yeah, it's, I generally, I wouldn't say a religion. I mean,
I just wonder if that's worded wrong, because when we're told this is not a religion, we could say it's a practice.
Yeah.
So when it says other religions not be recruited by others, it's insinuating that this is a religion, and it's kind of like better maybe not to have a thing, just to,
yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I think that's a good point here. For example, if I'm Christian today, Okay, I come to receive Tao.
Yeah.
It means I don't believe my religion. No, there's no conflicts in between. Okay, I could still be Christian, but I receive Tao. I could come here to cultivate. But I still a lot of friends in church or in temple someplace else. That's fine. That's great. But here is the rule. Buddha always taught this is a shortcut for us to go back. Do we want it or not? Religion, we can call it through religion. So many lives. At the end, they still need to receive sweet pleasure, open the gate in order to go back. Without going through this stage, we cannot go back there. We can go back and come back again if we want to. No, okay. But without sweet pleasure, we cannot. Without open the gate, we cannot go back there. That's the key point. And
So others maybe shouldn't be there. I don't know, by religion.
I actually think in the context of the topic, I think Lecture Gina is trying to say to avoid conflicts with the people. Let's say I am one of those religious people and I come to your door, instead of having to explain all these details to say what the Tao is, because if I just say, I already have the Tao, say what is that? Then we have to get into it, then they argue a lot. So I think in the context of what the lecturer is saying is to say, I already have a religion, so this way you cut the conversation very short and leave it alone. So it's not that we're saying the Tao is a religion. We do have forms, like Lecturer Tai just said, but the form is not, it could represent or look like a religion, but we have to understand that our practice is not a religious practice, because the Tao is really the source of all the religion.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the new person that's sitting here that they just were told it's not a religion, and then they're saying be criticized or recruited by other religions, which is insinuating we are a religion. So I just like that discrepancy is just what I'm talking about. I get, yeah. And my mom used to just say to the Jehovah's Witness, you know, like she has her God, she doesn't have to say about religion.
Yeah, that's
You know.
also
What lecture Jin means and the other lectures means, our holy teacher, I remember one Dharma class, some people raised their hand. Teacher, why don't we put on the newspaper like the other religion? A lot of people will come to the temple and receive God, right?
Advertise.
And they advertise. And the holy teacher said, the holy teacher did walk back and forth. Oh, my disciple, your last lives have done only, it could be in different religion there. You could do so many good things there already. That's why we, all of us, have affinity to be here today, to receive that. If we haven't done those good things, or maybe in different religion, to do good things, we wouldn't be here. Teacher said, do you want to walk, do backward? You want to go back?
Yeah.
So you want to move, go to the next step. You don't need to walk back.
No, I understand
By
your point.
religion.
No,
That's all. It's just a word.
no. Yeah, Claudia, you're not saying, we just have to know why Tao is different from a religion, okay? I mean, Tao was not founded by a founder, right? I mean, right? The philosophy or practice, the essence. Unlike, right? Jesus founded Christianity, right? Buddha founded Buddhism, etc. So Tao doesn't have that. I understand your point. So we have to just bear that in mind. Yeah, for the new people, they still don't understand that why Tao is different from a religion, or it's not a religion. Okay? So I understand your point, but you say by this, yeah. So we have to just clarify that, But it's true to say that it's not wrong to say that we're recruited by other religions. That's because but I understand your point where there may be a misunderstanding that says, oh, so we're one of the other, we're also another religion. Yeah, I understand your point, but just be careful. Yeah, just unfortunately, because this is a general class, it's not a advanced class, so maybe we have to define or make clear that why Tao is not a religion, but that's another class too, right? So.
But isn't, sorry, can I interrupt? Isn't Tao, it's like a unification of all religion, because before religion exists, Taoism really exists, the essence.
Yeah, you can say that. I mean, that's one.
Because for me, to my co-worker, because most of them are Christian and things like that, so we always sort of, not to say debate, it's always comparing who is better. So I think, so for me that's why we have Tao. Tao, you don't compare religion. Everybody, has a Buddha nature. So we are cultivating that way to happen. So why are we comparing religion? Who is better than who?
That's because we don't need to compare which one's better, which
But
one's
religion,
not.
they always compare.
Yeah, because they have dogma. They have 教条, right? Their dogma is that only my quote unquote religion or my God is the true God. That's the problem.
But with affinity to receive Tao, we haven't cultivated to that level, we will not receive Tao. That's what Holy Teacher said. We have cultivated to a certain level in order to receive Tao. So we don't need to debate, we don't need to argue, we don't need to do, we let it go. We don't have to say which one is better, no. So whoever has affinity with Tao, sooner or later they're going to receive Tao. So that's important. We need to be patient, we need to tolerate all those situations. Go ahead.
The only thing is that it's a contradiction. Because someone received Tao this morning, and the first thing that was said is, welcome to the Tao, this is not a religion. Okay, now if they were sitting here and they say other religions, it's just the word other, that's all I'm speaking about, the word other. Because it's a contradiction, because all of a sudden, it's not a religion, and then it's like, other religion? That insinuates that it is a religion. So I just would like to avoid that feeling with new members. Because I really, new members to me are really delicate. So that's all I just wanted to make. I have no problem.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's all I just saw.
That's good.
Good point.
No, that's why you have to be careful, right? That's why
Yeah,
especially for new talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Number 7, too busy and occupied with business activities. Oh, it's number 8. I'm sorry. Too busy and occupied with business activities. We are not in the right frame of mind to devote ourselves to Tao cultivation. Okay. We are always occupied. If it's not business activities, it's personal. Okay. But that doesn't mean that we should stop cultivating and we should stop coming to class. We have to learn to stay in the middle path. Okay, don't go to the extreme of anything. We can cultivate and work at the same time. We don't have to wait until we are in the right frame of mind to devote ourselves. When will that be? Will we ever be in the right frame of mind? Right? So we use our Buddha nature to put ourselves in the right frame of mind. Next, seeking fame and fortune, which will affect our sincerity in cultivating Tao. Most people do seek fame and fortune in life. Right? Everybody seeks fame and fortune. But we have to know those that are rich and famous is meant to be rich and famous from the past cultivation. So no matter how much we search for it, it may never happen to us. Okay, so we should be content with what we have, and be happy, and cultivate ourselves. Okay, look at all the famous celebrities. Some of them die at a very young age. They are rich and famous, but are they happy? I don't think so. Okay. Some of them are into drugs, and then they OD on the drugs, and they die young, right? So being rich and famous doesn't mean that they will be rich and famous forever. It only lasts a short time. Okay? So never search for fame and fortune. It's more important to put our effort into Tao cultivation, and then we can reach everlasting happiness like the Buddhas.
The key here is balance. It's our daily life, family, job, society, cultivation, how balance in between. So that's critical. We don't want to say, I got to concentrate on make fame, power, or money, whatever, or making the everything do. We just have to balance in between. Don't overdo. Take a middle path to cultivate. So we can cover all the ground with good ideas.
Okay, next we do the internal factors. You have a question, Claudia?
I was gonna say, what if it comes natural? Like all of a sudden the fortune comes, like just if it just like lands in your.
So that means you're supposed to.
Okay. Okay. So we don't have to.
That's fine, just balance
Okay.
it. Your fortune one.
Okay, internal factors. Not truly understanding about Tao and not comprehending the preciousness of Tao, having no faith in the truth, the principles, and the heavenly decree. Okay. We should search in sutra books and Tao books for solutions to our own doubts and questions about Tao. The more we don't understand, the more that we should come to class and learn to understand, not just to ignore and walk away and stay away from class. By being in class, we can find the solution or answers to the questions that we may have. Having doubts about God and the Buddhas and not having enough faith, not being certain of the results of Tao cultivation and propagation. We should ask when in doubt and seek truth from the facts. The Holy Teacher says, settle down our own unstable heart. We should have confidence and we should get involved positively. We should take saints and Buddhas as our role models to encourage ourselves to follow their ways and not to separate ourselves from the Tao society, Tao seniors, the sutra, or the teachings from God and the Buddhas. Always remember that whatever we do, it will affect 7 generations of ancestors above us and 9 generations of descendants below us. Okay, that means all our ancestors from 60,000 years of reincarnation, not just in this lifetime. 60,000 years. That equals to 655,003. Oh, I'm sorry, to 65,536 people. That's how much it affects.
That's what Holy Teacher said.
Yeah, that's what the Holy Teacher said. Okay, so then always remember that. So we shouldn't have doubts at all. Just keep doing it. Number 3, not being clear about the truth and relying too much on supernatural powers, miracles, or instincts. Denying the Tao society because it lacks supernatural things to satisfy our curiosity. Some of us know in the past there were several members that didn't come back because that's what they were seeking. Okay, so the magical powers are not the truth. Okay, it's not everlasting. It will only harm us rather than do good to us. So what we should focus on is our Buddha nature, not the magical powers. Getting used to being undisciplined and acquiring bad habits that are hard to rid of will gradually lead us to lose faith in ourselves. Okay. This is being attached to our bad habits. We have to always be willing to change ourselves for the good. Okay, no matter how long it will take us, we have to start gradually to get rid of our bad habits. And we have to discipline ourselves to prevent ourselves from doing bad deeds. And we have to purify our minds and lessen our desires and restore ourselves to our original Buddha nature. Number 5, not developing our wisdom well enough to comprehend the true meaning of cultivation. Therefore, is there a question? Oh, go down. Not developing our wisdom well enough to comprehend the true meaning of cultivation. Therefore, being unable to have communion with Tao in our hearts. The more we cultivate, the wiser we will become. The more we use our Buddha nature to guide us in life, the more wisdom we will develop. Okay, so we should inspire our wisdom with calm mind, and we should look at our inner great wisdom to guide our straying minds back on the right track. Work, rest, cultivate on a regular daily basis. And that once we can do that, then Tao will be in our heart and mind constantly, no matter what we do and where we go. Number 6, not properly adjusting ourselves both to work affairs and temple affairs. Conflict occurs because of wishing to obtain too much simultaneously. We have to have balance and harmony between the spiritual and the mundane. We should improve ourselves in a reasonable way, not to push ourselves too much or become too lazy. So the spiritual and the mundane are well taken care of. Okay. Number 7, feeling incapable of doing things by comparing ourselves to others, feeling frustrated and having a low self-esteem. We never compare ourselves to other people. Everybody is different. Okay, even twins, right? They have different character, even they look exactly the same. Okay, so everyone cultivates and progress differently. We do it naturally and don't get frustrated or look down at ourselves. All Buddhas look at sentient beings as equal without any comparisons. We should do the same for ourselves. Holy Teacher says cultivation is to transform ourselves to the good. So today we progress one step further compared to yesterday. This is called dedicating oneself to progress. If we must compare, okay, who do we compare with? We compare to ourselves. Who else do we compare with? If we have to compare, then we compare ourselves to the ancient sages of the past. Number 8, reluctant to give up a non-vegetarian diet, and that creates bad karma. Okay. So, Holy Teacher said, after we receive the Tao, it is not mandatory we become vegetarian. However, when we go back to heaven, we must pay off all our karma. If we continuously eat sentient beings, that karma will keep building up. So it will be endless. There's no end to it. So to be reluctant means to be stubborn, which is one of the 3 poisons that we must rid of. Okay? We have to have an open mind. If we cannot do it cold turkey right away, we must do it gradually. Okay? Number 9, managing relationship with other people poorly. Holding ideas or concepts which are different from those of other people, which others reject, may also frustrate us from progressing in cultivating ourselves. We have to get along with everybody. This is cultivation. We have to let go of the many things, okay, that other people may not accept, or if others are conflicting with us, we must let go. Be moderate and tolerant with everybody. In the temple, with our friends, and with our neighbors, and with our families. Okay? We have to learn to swallow insults. We have to learn to tolerate. If we are wronged by others, then we have to reflect upon ourselves to see what we have done that was wrong. So we don't hold a grudge, and we do not think of, okay, you do this to me, I will do 10 times worse to you. That is revenge. We don't think like that. If others do wrong to us, we must do positive to them, okay? So this way, just like Jesus, if someone slaps one side of his face, he will kiss them on the other cheek, okay? So heaven is always watching us. If we conflict with others, it won't accomplish anything except create bad karmas and worries. So we have to keep an open mind to deal with others. Then our virtues will be manifested. Okay, it will not only gain respect from other people, but we will also make progress in our cultivation. And the Buddhas will also be closer to us. We have to accept people for what they are. Everyone has their own individual character, and that's what makes people different. We don't ask of others to change for us. We can't change other people, but we must ask ourselves to change to accommodate other people. Okay, this way we can get along with everybody easier. In conclusion, cultivating and propagating Tao takes time, but it's never a waste of time. Obstacles help us mature our minds and make us strong and wise. A difficult situation shall not stop us from cultivating, but it will be a driving force instead. If we intend to reach Buddhahood, we must be prepared for all kinds of hardship and difficulties. All saints and Buddhas have experienced all different kinds of trials and tribulations in their past, and we will be of no exception if we want to attain enlightenment. Those who overcome themselves can pass all trials and sufferings. Grand Predecessor says, tests and trials are the beginning of achievement. Our holy teacher says, obstacles give us experiences. If tests cannot shake us, then it is not considered a test. There's a saying, wherever there are people, there will be gossip. But do not avoid the crowds. Bravely face the circumstances. Only then can we have an opportunity to succeed. Our temperament will improve. Use our own experience, wisdom, and tolerance to teach others how to deal and face these obstacles. Okay? I thank you for your attention. If I said anything wrong, I ask God and all the saints and Buddhas for their forgiveness. Thank you. Anybody? Any questions? No? Anybody want to share their obstacles with us? We all have obstacles. No, nobody?
Oh, maybe we should call on someone.
Let's call on Johnny. Let's call on Johnny.
So I commented already.
Share with us one of the many obstacles that you had. Just one. What about the ones that you told me the parents yell at you in school?
Oh.
That's a good one.
I don't even remember that one because I try to forget those things.
Please.
Huh?
Louder,
Yeah. See, every day we go through different types of obstacles, and if we are cultivators, we have to know how to deal with these things because, see, at the temple, I didn't learn this anyplace else but at the temple. But you know, like you have let's say a child, and you are correcting the child for the child's own good, and then the parents hear you doing what they're supposed to do. It's a little embarrassing. So naturally, a parent would come back and you know speak to you in a manner that that would actually sort of make you want to start an argument with that person. Say, why are you speaking to me like that, and so on and so on and so on. But I learned that I can't do that sort of stuff. Plus, DOE don't allow us to actually speak to parents unless they come to ask a question. So the story lecture Jean is speaking about, I don't quite remember it, so I'm giving you other
Okay, I will refresh your memory.
Yeah.
Johnny is a gym teacher in elementary school. So sometimes the parents would come and complain to him about something. And one time this mother came to him and started screaming and yelling at him for what I don't remember. Okay. So instead of yelling back, he just listened quietly. Okay. He doesn't say one word, just let her release her anger. Okay. Then after she finished, he still don't say anything. Okay. So she calmed down. But if he had talked back to her, then that would create a conflict and also a bad karma. That's one example.
Yeah.
I'm sure we all come across these type of circumstances. Okay. I guess that's the end of class.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So